Hello, and welcome to another episode of My Hope in Marriage. I am William Cunningham, your host. You can visit My Hope in Marriage online at myhopeinmarriage.com. And My Hope in Marriage is dedicated to helping you forge or create a happy and fulfilling marriage. Okay? And understand that My Hope in Marriage is from a man's perspective. Marriage goes both ways, but I can speak from a man's perspective. I cannot speak from a woman's perspective. All right? So ladies, if you have an opinion or if you have a comment, I love to hear it. All right? Okay. Now, what I want to talk about today, in this video anyway, is the unsung hero. The unsung hero is the husband. Men are wired a certain way, and I'm talking about good guys, because, there are always going to be people who are lazy, who have ulterior motives, or nefarious purposes, or whatever. But I'm talking about that guy who works hard to protect his family, to provide for his family, to do his best to support his family, his wife, and his children. All right? I'm talking about that guy, that husband. Thank you. Kudos to you. You have to realize that men are wired, like I was saying, men are wired a certain way so that we are just naturally in protect mode, usually all the time. We see things that look like it could be dangerous and we might express it. And sometimes women don't understand that. There are women there are enlightened women, but there are women who just don't get that, and they take what he says as criticism. And it's not criticism. He sees danger, possible danger, and he's telling you about it. So don't take it as though he's criticizing you or saying you don't care or what have you. He just is wired that way. There were things that my wife did when we had our child, when he was an infant. Actually, he was a premature baby, and she did things that I was like, why would you put him in that danger? I just didn't understand some of the things she did. And I remember talking to a pastor friend of mine, and he explained, guys are wired to protect, so we see the world differently. We see the potential for danger, So we may look at something and just think automatically that our wives are looking at the same thing, and she may not be at all. She may be looking at something that we're not looking at. So we got to remember that men and women are wired differently. Okay? But to those guys who are working out there real hard, you're working hard, you're making, ends meet and more. you're doing the grind, whether it's your business or a job. You're working hard to provide for your family and to provide and to protect. All right? And so you are that unsung hero. Men don't seem to get the credit that they deserve. The pomp and the circumstance, like Mother's Day, the difference between Mother's Day and Father's Day and all as relative to the pomp and circumstance. Of course, when you look at the marketing, maybe Father's Day, when you look at Father's Day, it's like, tools or clothes. But when you look at Mother's Day, it's like, jewelry, or another one is Valentine's Day. That's a good one, Valentine's Day. It seems to be all about the woman, right? It's all about the wife. He has to give her jewelry and chocolates and all this kind of stuff. All right, that's the marketing thing side of it. But what about him? Ladies, have you ever stopped to think about what is your husband thinking about? What's going on in his head? How is he perceiving the world? How does he perceive our family, our household, our children? How does he perceive, quote, me? Have you ever asked that of yourselves, lady? What are some of the challenges and struggles that he's going through? Have you ever considered that? Because, men, we don't sit there and just volunteer all our pain and suffering. All right. And there are various reasons why guys do that. It tends to make us feel like we're, weak. We're strong. We can take it. That's part of it. But we just don't do that. We don't volunteer that kind of information. All right. But there is a way where you can get that information out. You can learn it. But anyway, my point is this. Guys are working hard. Now, this is the good guy. All right, that good husband, that guy who's working hard, doing all he can. He's not lazy, and he's trying to provide for his family and protect his family. I'm talking about that guy. Is that you? Okay. Kudos to you then. Thank you, man. Thank you. Your children should sing songs. There should be angels. No, really. Because guys, you know what? We have it rough. 80% of divorces, 80 to 90% of divorces are filed by women. And maybe some of those are, quote, justified. Maybe she's in a really abusive relationship or whatever. But I see a lot more instances where the wife will do things to hurt him, to use him. Like, I saw a video where a guy, his wife filed a false police report of abuse. And the cops came and had to evict him from his house, he said. And I'm seeing more stuff like that. All right? And it's unfortunate. And then you have the mindset of the modern women, which is, they don't need a man. They can do everything a man can do. They've got their own money. All right? And it's something that I heard, I forget who it was, but men, in his natural effort to provide for his family, he will spend his money on his family, on his wife. It's just normal. And especially since society teaches us to give gifts to our wives, diamonds and flowers and stuff like that. All right? But what about the guy? What about the guy? Do we get gifts? Do husbands get gifts? Is there something that says Valentine's Day, you're supposed to give your husband that nice diamond bracelet or stainless steel bracelet, whatever you like, gold or whatever? All right? He works hard, but he doesn't get the recognition. He doesn't get the recognition. Guys do not get the recognition that they deserve. On TV, husbands are portrayed as buffoons, where the wife has all the brain power. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what to do with kids and so forth and so on. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And guys, don't let yourself fall into that trap where you start believing it. Where you start believing that, well, women are better, they're better at the kids, and no, they're not. It depends on what you learned. What do you know how to do? Who taught you? All right? Women do not have any more natural ability to raise a kid than a guy does. Let me say that again. Women do not have somehow a God-given natural ability more than a man to raise a kid. Okay? Men have one aspect and women have another. Men have one mindset, women have another. Okay? And once we recognize that, you come together as a couple forming that one, man, you can do some powerful stuff. But you got to listen to each other. Ladies, you got to listen to your husband. He may seem harsh on a kid, but he's looking at the future. He's in protection mode. Appeasing your child all the time. That's something I'm going to do a video about that, because I think it is a very dangerous situation when a parent appeases their kids, placates their kids, spoils their kids, and the kid grow up thinking that everybody owes them something and everybody's going to give them something, and then they get out in the real world and realize it doesn't work that way. Then you got a culture shock. All right? So wives, listen to your husband. He has a perspective that you probably don't have. He's looking at things from an angle that you're probably not looking at. All right? He's doing things based on his God-given programming, his wire diagram. And he's doing things to protect, to serve, to provide. And you need to realize that. It's bad enough that we get a bad rap where we're portrayed as buffoons and so forth. And we don't get, even in a marriage ceremony, what happens? The guy sneaks out of the back with his henchman, his groomsmen, and the woman comes down in all her pomp and circumstances. Everything's about her. Where he's the guy that's going to be responsible for making sure that the bills are paid, the children are fed, the wife is taken care of. Oh, I don't want to get into something I was just thinking about, how guys provide. We're just wired to do it. Thank you, guys. You actually make the world a better place. You may be bashed. You may be taken advantage of. Your wife may be evil and call the cops on you to get you evicted from your house, a false claim. She may come up with things to make it seem like you're just a horrible guy. Look, guys, God sees it all. All right. God bless you guys. Kudos to you guys, especially the guys who do the quote dirty jobs. They don't get credit hardly at all. The guys who are down there in the sewers making sure that the infrastructure, that sewer infrastructure is good. Who gets down there in the water mains and who gets down in there in the grease and the pipes and all that kind of stuff. Kudos to you. The guys who do the quote dirty jobs. Okay? That's a powerful dude. He does what it takes to take care of his family. And he might even be attending night school, Udemy or whatever, to learn more, to do more, maybe to get out of the pipes and start programming. I don't know. But you're doing something, man. And you don't get the credit that you deserve. God bless you. Thank you for keeping those pipes clean. Thank you for keeping electricity running. Thank you for keeping the roads clean. Thank you for getting the trash every week. God bless you, man. You know, your wife may not appreciate you like you want, and the world may not appreciate you like you deserve, but I appreciate you because I know where you are. All right? Guys want respect, ladies. You want to appreciate your husband? Respect him. Not just in words. I respect you. No. You got to show the respect. All right? All right. I just wanted to create this video, make this video just to say, you guys, you husbands, you're the unsung heroes. And unfortunately, you don't get the credit or the recognition that you deserve. But I can just do my little thing here to say, God bless you. I appreciate you. You're the unsung hero. You're the heroes, man. You know, you look in the mirror and you say, man, I help. You help make the world go round. Dude, I don't care what you do for a living. I don't care what it is. You help the world go round. All right? Well, I'm William Cunningham of My Hope in Marriage. Online, we're at myhopeinmarriage.com. You can go there, look at the articles and the resources. If you have a question or comment, feel free to send your question or comment, and I'll be more than excited to respond. All right, if you have a comment for this video, go ahead, write your question, your comment, or if you're looking at this on YouTube, and I'll be more than happy and to answer your question or what have you, or respond. I respond to all videos, comments. I respond to every comment. All right. All right. Well, guys, thank you for all you've done. Husbands, you're the unsung hero. Ladies, appreciate your husband. Respect him. God bless you. Until next time, you know what? Be blessed.